Welcome back, Day Drinking with Dog. My microphone's not on. Let's start that over.
A little Phil Conan for you.
Yep.
Day Drinking. What's the QR code go to?
My Apple. Let's try that again.
Apple UI.
Does it bring you to Spotify too?
The code, no. Welcome back, Day Drinking with Dog. It is July 19th, 2023. Summer is rolling right along. I was stood up last week, and the guy that stood me up has decided to take some time out of his busy day, his busy week, to make up for last week, and that is Jason Loomer.
I normally get nervous on first dates, so I had to bail last minute, but we're here.
Well, I mean, that's why you brought 2 Chainz, Drew.
Well, he was more thrilled to go to the DMV that day, so that was obviously a juicier date than this one. But I am here.
We'll get into the DMV in a second. Let me just get my cameras going here. All right, Loomer, you're on. We're looking good. A couple things I want to get right off the rip. I don't know if you boys noticed my fresh trimmed beard today.
Looks good.
First time I sat in a barber chair in probably, I don't even know.
Where'd you go? How'd you decide where you were?
I went to my boy Isaac over at River 3 Barbershop, right by the bridge, the train station. Yeah. I love it. My girlfriend loves it, says I look younger. And I will be getting a fresh one the day we leave for Cape Cod. Let's go.
That's perfect.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck have I been waiting for.
Well,
I sit in that chair. He's straight bladed my head.
Towel shave?
Get the whole thing.
Dude.
The whole thing.
He
Trimmed it
well.
up.
I fall asleep in the chair after that.
Yeah. Oh, it's so relaxing. And I mean, we're friends, so we shoot the shit and stuff. But I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Another event, I believe, is this Saturday. The Lobster Bake, the annual. I believe it's the 25th annual Lobster Bake this year.
45th.
40. Oh, Jesus. Well, I was a little off.
My Lobster Bake.
Yeah. So my friend Jen Rust wanted to come on the show, but it was a little last minute. If I had a cancellation again, I probably would have done it. But, you know. So they're still selling tickets. It's down behind the library. I've never been. I'm always working, but I heard it's a great event. And, so go check it out. I believe you can get milfordrotary.com, probably get some stuff on their website.
I'm not super plugged in with the Milford annual events. What's the Lobster Bake?
So basically what it is...
tents there?
Yeah, they got vendors down there, beer tents. You go down, I believe you get 2... I think ticket price used to be in the 50 range, 60,
yeah. For one lobster, 85 for 2.
Yeah. But you get all the sides, the corn and the cob.
Does that include other things?
Beer, no. I think beer you got to pay for, but their sides though and stuff.
Right.
I think everyone. I mean, it's usually a hot day, but everyone always comes up to stuff. We get hit hard with those guys that are strolling back. Yeah, it's kind of like it's almost like perfect like pre-Oyster Fest like warm up because you get all those guys. Get the juices flowing. So if you guys are looking forward to that, that is this. I believe it's this Saturday. So. It's always in July. So we had a little incident in Milford. Now I heard about this, and I'm trying to remember who the fuck was telling me the other day at Stonebridge. But there's an app called Swimply. Swimply. So this is basically an Airbnb if you have a pool. And there was a guy in Milford, and he had a pool, and he's rented it out before. To like birthday parties, sweet 16 parties, stuff like that for like $25 an hour. Like it's not that expensive. You get 4 hours, but you cannot enter the person's house. I believe they set up portalets for you. And he booked a party about 3 weeks ago that was $100 an hour for no more than 40 people. And Drew, 120. I heard. It was like pushing 300 people, but they said 120 people showed up. They had like their own security staff. I mean, it was they had an Instagram fucking like they were selling tickets to this dude's
There's
backyard.
There's one person who just ruins it for everybody. When somebody comes along and tries to make a nice new thing, hey guys, if you don't have a pool, pay a couple bucks to come enjoy somebody's pool with, maybe invite the family over. No, let's just make a blowout party with security, DJs, advertising, ticket sales, and just sink the whole ship for everyone. Like, why is it always like
they
that?
said, you know, and it was in like a neighborhood area, so like there was cars were everywhere. I believe they bust some people in, and I heard some crazy shit like, you know, pissing and shitting and fucking in the pool and all sorts of crazy nonsense was going on. It was out of control. You can read the article on Channel 12 News. You can see actually video of this thing. And this, you're right, Drew. This is exactly why we can't have nice things.
The first thing I just searched up when I just found this, maybe a little background. Milford Alderman, I don't know what an alderman is, but Milford Alderman considering noise ordinance following Swimply pool party. So it's going to have an effect for pretty much everybody in the area in Milford now.
They also did interview the owner who
so he's actually getting in trouble because he didn't have a license for basically because they were charging money to go to this thing, even though it wasn't him doing it. Right. It was his property. So he's getting like charged with like
I would have to assume
not having a license for some kind of, you know, whatever you need for that. But
that's just a wormhole of different.
So me and Nicole went on the app, and like there's, you know, a house in Trumbull. It's like $10 an hour. Like why even bother then? If that's all you're making, why put the risk?
Yeah,
it does not beat the reward. But there's a fucking app for everything.
Yeah, the person whose house it is definitely has to have some culpability if you're not like at least monitoring the situation.
Like have cameras and see who's coming.
I mean, what if there's like just a bunch of like one adult and then a bunch of kids go over there and like somebody like drowns or something? You know, you mean to tell me you're clueless the whole time?
Right.
You got to be paying attention somewhat. And it sounds like from what you guys telling me that this party reached its climax before anybody even knew what was going on.
Yeah.
So
climax, good word for that. That's a lot of people were doing that.
I'm just saying, it sounds like they had a pretty damn good time over there before anybody got wise to it.
Oh my god. I don't think I'd ever let anyone like just come randomly to my house.
Another good comment as well.
Yeah, there you
go. Come.
Yeah, I mean, Airbnbs are one thing, but I mean, it's getting a little too specific.
But Airbnb, you kind of just, that's all you use it for, you know? Unless you have a destinational Airbnb, yeah, maybe you block off a couple weekends and go yourself. But like Airbnbs are mostly just investment properties.
I just agree with you though. What's $40, $50 for an hour? Let's say a really nice pool, $50 an hour. What you got random people pissing, pooping in your pool.
Right? I know. I would never. That's what. Yeah.
$50 at all.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
If you have a nice pool, you probably $300.
That means I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I guess.
I wouldn't have people.
But I've seen some Airbnb videos of people who trash the place terribly.
Well, how about how about just eliminate like literally what happened? But as I'm reading the article, this guy basically has like little kids parties there, and all those little kids do is pee in your fucking pool. They don't know any better. Yeah. Like, no thanks. I don't know. So we'll see how that all turns out. But I think though a noise ordinance would not be good for downtown.
It would be terrible for us.
Yes.
That's what I was just asking. What is it?
Milford is strange, though. We do not have any noise ordinance. So, like, if you own a house in Milford and you want your construction guys to come at 5 a.m. and just start fucking plowing away, there's nothing neighbors can do about it. It's like, it's that weird. It's like there's literally nothing on the books.
So what if you complain? I mean, you just cops say that that's what they back up on. They go, listen, there is no noise or your beat.
Right. I mean, we used to get complaints, you know, at Stonebridge. Like, we're always very wary of the DJ noise because of the apartments, like in SBC's lot. On a cool night, their windows might be open. You know, we try to be nice. You know, we don't want, you know, but also you're living downtown, so like figure it out.
Yeah, don't take that kind of place if you're not willing to accept that on Fridays and Saturdays through the summer. It's not like it's all week.
Right.
You know, it's just Fridays and Saturdays, which most people are out, you know, doing nightlife things on those nights anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be a blessing in disguise.
Bad, though. The back deck.
Oh, those girls are just, they got their own fucking thing going on back there.
They do have their own thing going on back there.
So, yeah, I don't know. I think it could be the town needs something, but we also don't want to affect the downtown area. So, I don't know, we'll see. What should we get into first? Actually, first of all, didn't you guys used to have your own podcast?
Well, yeah.
Something.
Shout out Changing Regulars.
Shout out Changing
Regulars.
Not even me. This guy over here.
Yeah.
I started up. I thought it was a great idea to have a pod. It was awesome to do so, and I had a good time doing it. But no offense to my boy Loomer, I love him, but it wasn't really the kind of co-host that I was looking for because I couldn't do it by myself.
It's hard.
I'm sure it's very hard.
Yeah.
I tried doing it by myself.
Yeah.
And it's like
I did one last week because I got stood up,
Yeah.
and I made it to a half-hour mark, and actually,
I'm a head out.
Yeah. Actually, no, I actually felt like a half hour is perfect for like
good.
that kind of venue,
When
that
you're doing just
format.
you,
Yeah,
just,
just
I mean,
me.
if you're even listening to one person talk, you don't want to listen to just one person for more than like 45 minutes.
Right.
So when it's a couple of people talking, it's easier. And so I would be like, yo, Loomer, really wish you would kind of hop in right here and just give me like a little bit of relief on this one, whatever
Right.
I'm saying. And you'd be like, doing some not stupid
Buying
stuff,
a
but, like,
light bar.
No. But you'd be doing some production, like making sure that like everything was sounding right and doing everything right. And since that time, I have tried to do it. Like I've had a bunch of my boys on the show and everything, and I've never released anything. It's all just in my camera roll. I've probably got about 4 hours of podcast stuff on my camera roll on my phone, but I just never put it out because it's like just us bullshitting, which I get is fine, but like. I don't know. I wanted to have a little bit more purpose than that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I'm not mad.
No, I'm sure you guys.
It's not like it's never.
I'd love to hear one. I'm sure you guys like to get into shit and.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to talk about like, a lot of serious.
It's the first time I'm hearing this complaint about.
Oh
That's
yeah,
not
right.
true at
Right.
all. He's
I
lying.
didn't even know any of this.
He's totally lying. He is absolutely lying. I was like, bro, come on, dude, hop in. He's like, all right, I'll hop in. And then I was like, yeah, what do you think? Loomer's like, oh yeah, you know what time it is. But it's again, I'm not mad about it. It's all good.
It sounds like you're not mad at all.
I love doing it. I promise you,
So-
I love doing it. I love having all the gear, getting it all out, setting it all up, and having this dude taught me how to like sound check everything because I have this big mixer board that I bought. It was
Right.
great.
Right.
It was awesome.
That's good. I gotta listen to some of that stuff. I'd like to listen to
I'll
it.
send it over to you. I'll send over some funny clips moments. I made a montage.
Did you guys see that guy that was stranded at sea
Straight
with his
at
dog
sea. No.
for like 3 months?
No.
So he had
At sea?
So he was sailing out of South America to go somewhere in a catamaran, and got hit by a nasty wave, and it shut down all his electronics, and he basically was stranded. He couldn't. The motor wouldn't work. Nothing could work. He didn't have a sail.
He survived for 3 months. Good for him.
3 months on rainwater
Jesus.
and raw fish. Him and his dog.
Oh.
So it's like, what was that Tom Hanks movie?
Castaway.
Castaway, right? So it's kind of like that, but he's not on an island. He's on this fucking boat.
By the end of
floating
it,
around.
he's catching fish with an arrow from like 40 feet
Yeah.
away.
Oh yeah,
It's
he's
just going right
talented
in
now.
there.
Yeah, you got to survive. So I guess some tuna boat found him, and just he got on there, and like he was pretty sunburned and pretty skinny, and his beard was all.
Good for him for keeping his dog alive too.
Yeah, and they got on the boat and they fed him, and
I'm gonna have to eat you.
Yes.
and then he
dude,
did.
that's
Yeah, right. At
crazy.
some point, you're like,
Not
all
only
right.
that, he was feeding the dog too.
Right.
It's like you're feeding the dog the only food you got. Like,
Imagine
good for
eating
you.
raw. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not sushi,
No,
just like
no,
raw
it's not.
fucking
Think
fish.
he had a leash? Just throw him out there, fucking reel him in.
Oh god.
Oh, he's your
that
bait?
was So terrible.
What do you want, the Meg to come and gobble you up? Fuck that.
I don't know.
Well,
No.
dude, if you catch like a raw fish, right? Do you have to like wait for it to die before you take a bite out of it, or do you have to bite it when it's like
I would
alive?
kill it. I don't want it flapping around my
No,
face.
I know, but I'm saying like, does it have to be dead, or you could just eat it straight out of the water?
Why would it have to be dead?
I don't know. I've never eaten a fish right out of the sea before.
No, I mean, I don't.
Sharks do it all the time.
You could,
I'm not a shark. They probably have
Oh,
all
you're a
kinds of
shark.
infections
You're a
in it and
shark.
You
shit.
could fillet a
Yeah, I
fish
know.
while it's still living.
Yeah.
What do you know? You don't know nothing.
That's it.
I don't. I think your point is like, are there chemicals in the fish that
Yeah, like
release
what,
the dye?
what are the risks? But I guess when you're facing
Like I heard that like the crab boats, like the Alaskan king crab boats, like they put them all underneath in that big thing, and if one of them dies, it releases a toxin that could kill the whole batch.
if
Did you
one
know
of the
that?
crabs die.
Yeah, I don't know if
That's
that's right.
crazy as
I
fuck.
could have just made that up, but
No, that sounds.
I think
right.
that's right.
That sounds right to me.
Those crab boats are no joke.
So I'm going to be 50, and when I was in college, so this is 30-something years ago, somebody came on campus, University of New Haven, and they were recruiting kids for the summer to go up to Alaska to go on these boats. I mean, you fucking go up there, you make like,
Who was it?
you
Who
make
was it
like,
that son that just
you
went
make-
to
you make-
Alaska for like
you-
2 weeks?
I don't know.
I'm like, what the hell are you wasting?
But you
your
make
time
like
on
you
the
make
last
like 50 grand a summer, and as a college kid, that's fucking
yeah,
muko.
yeah.
But then I was like reading about it, and I'm like,
Oh,
you cut your finger, you're dead.
They'll make like $1 million a trip, like for
the company. Yeah.
It's
That's crazy.
This is before the show came out too. Like I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
I almost went and worked in Block Island for a summer when I was younger, just bartending in Block Island. But you had to like live there and stay there the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, so it's kind of like not the same thing as far as like physically demanding, but going somewhere for a summer and working and have no choice of coming back. That's why I ultimately said no.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I don't fucking blame you.
It's like a brothel.
Yeah.
Plus, everybody there, the people that work at the bars and restaurants there are all from like other countries and shit. So like they speak like broken English.
Right.
And I love Block Island, but you'll run into those people that like you can't even communicate with. I'm like, these are gonna be my coworkers? No, I'm just gonna do that.
So you've been on a cruise before?
I've never gone on a cruise.
I mean, they all speak English.
I will never go on a
Really?
cruise ever. No.
Why?
Before with everything freaking going nuts in the water in the hallways.
I've seen a couple of them, but what was the one the submarine thing? Like
that's
I know it's
that's
totally
below
different.
water.
I know it's totally different, but like I still even before that because something like that naturally raises someone's fear of the ocean if you're already afraid of it.
Yeah.
So like I never intended on going on a cruise for one reason only. If I'm out on a boat and I look around the entire perimeter and I can't see land anywhere, I'm good. I'm gonna freak out at that point.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love not seeing fucking
Dude, I think
any
I don't know
land.
if it was you mentioned it to me or somebody else, but like at night on a cruise ship, you can't even see your hands in front of your face if you like are standing out on the deck.
Well, it's not.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating.
You can't see anything in the water. Right. Anything past the lights of the boat.
Dude, you don't know what the hell is out there.
Last cruise I was on, we were coming home the last day, and this is the only time I ever hit weather on a cruise. I've been on like 10 cruises. Only time I ever hit weather, and it was bad. The whole thing. Kids were puking all in the fucking aisles and shit in the hallways. It was pretty bad. But I mean, that was 1 out of 10 ain't bad. 1 day out of like 70, really.
Yeah, true.
Speaking of water and swimming, Leah Thomas is in the news today. You know what that is?
Oh, God.
Leah Thomas. Was it Thomas?
Thomas.
The woman that beat all the women in the swimming
The man that beat all the women.
The man.
Oh, yeah.
I have, I tend to talk about the trans...
What's the news?
So she was spotted at some event wearing a pro Antifa shirt. So Riley Gaines, the girl from Kentucky, basically came out and said, makes a lot of fucking sense.
Dude, this stuff, if I'm being honest, it really makes no difference to me, any of this shit. The only thing that like matters to me slightly is I think I'm kind of in agreement with some of you, what I've heard you say before, is when it comes to kids. There's something just naturally in me that I just don't like that. But, I mean, I'm not really well educated enough on it to have an opinion.
So I'm glad you actually said that, because California has banned travel yesterday to states Missouri, Nebraska, and Wyoming, because those 3 states have instituted laws that ban trans kids from competing in sports that isn't their assigned gender at birth.
Now California.
So what? So Missouri, Nebraska, and Wyoming. So the travel ban is for the government officials only. It's not like you live in Cali, you can't travel to Missouri,
okay.
But they can't use state-funded dollars to travel to one of these 3 states. Like, oh, what a stand! I just and then this is going to bring us right into the Bud Light conversation, because Charles Barkley was just at Lake Tahoe for that golf event. Yeah, where Mahomes hit the hole-in-one, and I'll get to that in a second.
Curry.
Sorry, Curry. Yeah,
Mahomes could do it too.
Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, I said that the other day. I said Mahomes too, and I'm like,
sick at golf.
Yeah, I know they all.
J.R. Smith is really good at golf.
Yeah,
Curry's got the par 3 in his backyard.
Yeah,
well, they all do. Mahomes has a par 3 in his backyard. He has one too.
So Barkley came on and he started spewing shit about the Bud Light controversy, and then started screaming that, who cares about rednecks, and he was all drunk at a bar, and I guess he went on like YouTube or Instagram and started spewing shit, Barkley's like, you can't cancel me. If you cancel me, I'll just take my money and golf every day. You think I give a fuck? But fucking, and he's buying everyone Bud Lights and shit.
ESPN canceled Paul Pierce after he was saying a bunch of shit, and they fired him.
Well, he had strippers. He was sniffing strippers' asses.
Well, that just goes to show you, they'll fire somebody for even less.
Right. But this brings me to the point that I try to get across. I know I talk a lot about this, and again, I am with you. Like, you do whatever you want at 18.
Yeah.
But like this Dylan Mulvaney with Bud Light, now Barkley's trying to side with her, and like, who is it that came out against him? Oh, an NBA player, Isaacs from Orlando Magic, was like, Charles, you just don't get it. Like, Dylan Mulvaney is a child groomer. She is an influencer to try to promote this to children. And that's where I've been trying to draw the line since I started this. I started talking about this my first fucking podcast.
I think if there's any fair point to draw the line, that's it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
There's no one that could blame you for that. Like, but at the same time, as I said, I'll just say again, I'm not really educated enough in it to have like a definitive standpoint, so I just stay out of it. Because, like I said, it doesn't really concern me. It's not like a big part of my life. I just kind of, you know what I mean? If it happened,
that's fine.
If it was going on with like one of my nieces or nephews, though, I would definitely feel some kind of way. They're all under like 6 years old. You know
Right.
what I mean? I would be like, wait a minute, like what? You know, so that's why I have that like natural feeling where it's just like, I don't know, kids, why are we like doing that? But anything else, I say have at it. Just kind of that's how I get down.
I agree.
But I can't
I
believe
agree.
I can't believe Barkley came out and was doing that. That's kind of
Because Barkley just he says
I know he's
shit.
a loose
He
cannon,
says
but-
shit to say shit.
yeah. Some of the shit he was
You know,
like,
a few shows ago, I said, you know what, start drinking Bud Light again because it's affecting. You know,
oh, I know, yeah.
it's affecting the people that work for the local family-owned places.
Well,
you know?
if I like something, I'm gonna continue to get it or use it or
Right.
drink it or eat it because that's what I like. I don't care.
But I also
It's tough though. I mean, I hear you,
Right.
but then it's if you're totally opposite of what I'm thinking, it's like I'm thinking about that every single sip I'm taking. It's like,
I guess maybe it's because like nothing's really happened with something that was like super meaningful to me where like I had to be like that's it, like I can't do this anymore. Like that's never really happened to me. So until it does, maybe I'll understand that point of view. But like, right now, it's just like I'll pay top dollar for Nike slides versus Adidas slides just because I like Nike more. I like.
even though their shoes are made in a country that promotes.
Which I would think
I buy Apple products, Nike. This is the things that I like is what I fucking High Noons. I don't care. Like, and I'm not looking into the background.
The thing about High Noons is High Noons are just gross.
I agree.
I think they are the worst product on the market and
I
got
literally-
the best marketing with Barstool. That's my stand on that shit.
You have no added
What's your
sugars.
flavor? What's your flavor?
Oh, dude.
Are you one of those guys that doesn't matter, but anything
I'm
but grapefruit?
No,
I'm
no,
on
not at all.
a high noon wave at the moment because the missus bought
From
bunch of
Costco?
30. Yeah, she
The best deal at Costco is going on right now. If you saw my story last week, they got 18 pack of High Noons for $40, which by if
A
you
little over
scale
$2.
it,
Yeah, a little over $2
it's
a
like
can.
It's $5 or $6 less than buying
Right.
18 at a package store. But you get the best flavors. You get peach, pineapple, and watermelon. Those are the 18, 6, 6, and 6. Whereas if you get a 12 pack from the store, they're gonna throw mango at you, grapefruit, fucking
Yeah, their variety packs are
yeah,
weird.
they're variety packs.
Yeah.
They're doing it on purpose to not give us the best ones.
Right.
Costco literally has it in there. You can't beat that with a stick, man. I bought 7 of them. I bought 7 of them. 2 of them were coming on our golf
from
trip.
an 18 pack.
Oh, don't even bother.
Come on,
No,
dude.
no. Well, I mean, we got all that covered.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
well, I thought
see.
you meant like you're not.
If you want to bring them, bring them. No. You can bring. We'll have all
Dude,
that shit.
you know I've said this before. What is it that you hate? Is it the no added sugars, the real fruit,
It's the price.
So who cares about the
The
price?
fucking flavor.
I know,
$40
you swear you don't like the taste, but
I
just can't
don't.
believe it.
I
It's
mean,
so
I
good.
can't. I don't hate all of them. The tequila ones are fucking disgusting.
I will say the tequila ones are pretty bad, and I
They
tried
are.
to give them a chance, but they're just not good.
That's why I
I feel like
do.
they kind of just
Viva.
overstep.
I find
Yeah.
myself with high noons not being crushable at all.
Yeah,
That's insane. I can literally slam High Noons.
I'm on a
all day.
Surfside kick.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
they're so
Surfside.
Those
good.
things are fucking
Dude, that's
dangerous.
so
Scream down your
good.
throat.
Surfsides are
Scream
really
down your
good, and compared to like the closest thing I think we had to that is like a Twisted Tea. It's just 10 times better than a Twisted Tea.
Oh,
it
yeah.
is.
It is so good, dude.
It
And
tastes
it's
like the tea
like
was
no
brewed.
Yeah.
sugar.
Yo, it does taste like an
Tastes like tea
unsweetened
was actually
iced
brewed.
tea, like real tea.
Right?
Have you had the peach ones?
Yeah,
They're
No,
fucking-
I
they're
haven't.
fantastic.
Everybody's coming and asking for the flavors. I'm like, dude,
Peach is
we
nice.
just got these,
Right.
and you're asking me for fucking flavors, dude. Get the
I
hell
know.
out of here.
Like we still have Twisted Tea, but like just
Just get rid of it.
like we live in a time where people are much more health conscious, and Twisted Teas are awful for you. It's like
so
50
much
grams
sugar.
of carbs,
It's just
fucking
so
all
much
sugar.
Yeah. But they used to be the shit when we were drinking them.
Oh, I
I
Those
remember.
are
we used to have
fucking
Twisted Tea
yeah.
Tuesdays. We were it was us, SBC, Archie Moores. We were all off on Tuesdays, and we went down to the beach and just pounded Twisted Teas all day.
No, Surfsides are good though. I
think
think
you drink-
Pasquale's bringing a bunch of those on our trip too.
Oh, good.
You drink a Twisted Tea, and I feel like you just have to. It wants to be in a brown paper bag.
And now it is. Now it's like a Mad Dog
That's
2020.
it. Tall boy.
You're like, I need to find a corner. To sit.
Somebody give me a camp chair.
What
Steven.
What do you guys? You guys LeBron guys?
Who?
LeBron. You a
Step
LeBron
into
guy?
my office, my friend. Big
Okay.
LeBron guy.
Okay. I got a bone to pick with you then.
All right.
This number change.
Yeah, it's idiotic.
He went. So he was 23.
No, he was
Went-
6.
No,
He was 23.
he was 23 to start.
6 in Miami.
Oh, he just was 23?
Back
Yep.
to 23 in Cleveland.
6 in LA.
Then-
No, he was
then
23 in the
started at
beginning.
23
23.
in LA. Then
But he's back to
went-
23 now.
Yeah, he went back to 6 again. Like Anthony Davis wore 23, and now he's back to 23 again.
But
Because
he's
what's Anthony
his
Davis?
his
reason was-
excuse is that
Yeah.
he wants to pay homage to Bill Russell.
But you already
But-
wore it last year
Which I
when
also
they were
think is
when
a
they
big
retired
F
his
to
number
Michael
league
Jordan.
wide.
But dude, like, but fuck Michael Jordan.
Well, that's the point, is that he knows he...
I don't think Michael Jordan's number has been retired league wide. 23 is still available unless it's retired by the individual team. They're saying Bill Russell's number was retired league wide.
Yeah, but it was probably like a Jackie Robinson thing. Like no one knew can grab it.
No one new can grab
Right,
it. Whoever's
but you
wearing
can wear it
it
until you
continue
retire.
Wearing it. So if you really wanted to,
It's all
pay
for
out-
jersey sales.
No, but
it's all for like, look at me.
LeBron, like
it's
if you
off
really wanted to
season.
do that, just switch it before the start of last year.
He announces his coming back at the ESPYs. We all knew he's coming. He's been saying for fucking 10 years he wants to play with his kid. He's got to make a big spectacle.
What team
It's
is
all
it?
he is
What
a
team is it
fucking
gonna be?
spectacle.
Where did Brownie go?
Garbage. He's garbage in late time. He is.
No, listen, I 100% agree. 100%.
Dude, the bubble title, throw that out the window. That was garbage.
Nice. Dude, my boy's like...
Fucking Ray Allen bailed him out. Kyrie Irving bailed him out. These are all facts.
I was literally just... about
He's
to
an
say those are all
accumulator of
opinions.
stats. That's all he is.
Okay.
I will give
He's
him
the
this.
best
I will
he's
give
the
him
best
this.
accumulator of stats we've ever seen then. No one's better at
yeah.
accumulating stats than him.
And I will give him credit because like he has stayed relatively healthy for 20 almost going to be 20 plus years now. I mean his body's fucking amazing.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he just
That's what happens when the league goes soft.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
These guys are better than they've ever been.
They say
Back
he ranks
in the day,
top,
when-
they say he ranks top sorry to interrupt. They say he ranks top 10 in flopping in soccer.
Dude, I was like, oh shit, soccer, they flop a lot. And, I'm like, damn,
And he's already in the top 10. He doesn't even play there.
I was like, wait a minute. That's bad, right? Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Dude, LeBron, listen. 1 year, he led both teams in the finals, the Cavs and the Warriors, in points, rebounds, and assists. First time that ever happened. The next year, he follows that up by being the leader on both teams in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. He's the only player ever to have a Finals MVP on three different teams.
I gotta give it to him though.
Bro, this is not just stats.
I'm not saying he's not a Hall of Famer. I'm not
If
saying
no one-
any of
if
that.
these are just stats, how come no one else has done it before? No one's ever led both teams in the
Because
finals.
no one's been fucking
How is he the
6'10",
best? How is he
built
the best
like him.
shot blocker, scorer, assister, steals, and rebounds on both teams? How is that possible?
Because he's got no one that he plays with.
Dude, but he still has to be better than the entire other team, which is the finals team, which is supposed to be the best team in that conference. And he still did everything better than that team.
Yeah.
That's not
I
just-
give him some credit. I do.
All right, listen, some
A
credit
little
is
bit.
all he needs.
A little bit.
If you give him some credit for everything he's achieved, that's a lot of credit at the end of the day. He was already, when he just passed Kareem for highest scoring, he already had it. If you count his playoff points, he was already the highest scorer.
Well,
ever.
I'm sure
He
Kareem
just
had
did
playoff points too.
Not as close as many as LeBron.
He's been to a lot of finals.
But yeah, listen, I think Kobe needs some more respect in the people's top threes. That's all I'll say. I think it's LeBron, MJ, and then Kobe.
You got LeBron 1.
Absolutely.
That is fucking retarded.
MJ
Now, did you watch MJ? How old are you?
I watched some MJ. I am 27.
Oh, you didn't watch any MJ.
I did a lot of like my own watching MJ. I never saw him live, obviously, but neither did he probably.
Yeah, that's all right.
I got some talent.
You got the Wizards, MJ, if anything.
No, 2.
Get the hell out of here! You're 2 years older than me.
Listen, big 2 years.
Oh,
man.
dude. Listen, to
I
me,
mean, okay,
I've never seen a flex on being older.
This dude MJ never beat Larry Bird in the playoffs. Not one time ever. Not even in a game. They were getting beat out of the playoffs in the first round.
Yeah, because that was the end of Bird's career. And they still had a great team, 86, 87, 88.
Yeah, but
and then Bird broke
that's
down.
the guy that you're supposed to be like going. After.
Excuse me, you ever seen Bird stats against fucking LeBron's? Yeah,
They're
check that out.
good.
Why don't you check that out?
Yeah, they're probably.
Yeah. When the league was tough.
LeBron's like 8th
When teams
all-time
only scored 90 points a
How
game.
is LeBron 8th all time in threes? He's not a 3-point.
Because no one shot threes back then.
He's 8th all time.
Yeah, because that's all they do
All
now.
right, whatever.
He only shoots 30% from three, though.
Still pretty good.
30% is not pretty good.
Listen, he's not winning any 3-point contests, but whatever. We all knew he. Sorry, to get back to where your point is, we all knew he was coming back. He does like to make a big spectacle out of himself. especially during the bubble championship. He was like, "Yo, we all just want our respect." And like, dude, this is not the time to ask for it. Like, we get that it was a struggle, whatever. But when it comes to the bowl, I want to remind everybody they did a vote. Well, how many teams want to continue the playoffs? How many teams want to go home? The only 2 teams out of like 12 to vote to go home was the Lakers and the Clippers. So the Lakers
because the Lakers didn't think they had a shot. That's why.
And then they roll around and win it. Come on.
Yeah, because LeBron got 2 months off to rest.
All right, man. Whatever.
And AD.
All right. They literally wanted to go home, and then they stayed and won the whole thing. So.
Yeah, they wanted to go home because he's such a fucking douchebag.
LeBron
Fucking no! It was all political. It was all
LeBron
bullshit.
should let have 10 championships.
Thank you.
With the teams he's.
Thank you.
Dude,
he's the Peyton Manning of football.
He seriously should.
Peyton should have had. If it was, I mean, I guess you could say it wasn't for Brady.
Has no excuse.
Peyton should have won.
Peyton
should have won at least 4 Super Bowls.
that is ill-advised.
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 Okay, all right.
Say that again. What did I miss?
He said that he should have pretty much won every year.
I would think so.
So you think he should have
Not every year because it's hard.
The Warriors with KD, which was a foregone conclusion that they were winning all 3 years unless KD and Klay Thompson got hurt in the
I
third
will
year.
side with you in the fact that one guy can't do it alone. I agree with that.
He's been on the Lakers.
That's true, but the Warriors it was a conclusion that they were winning the finals.
But no, because
Those 3 years.
they beat him when they won 73 games that year.
They didn't have KD at that point.
They won 73 games.
Yeah, but then KD came and they won 2, and then they got hurt. KD and Klay Thompson got hurt in the finals in the third, and Kawhi Leonard won it.
There's no reason on the Lakers that he should have lost any of them.
You got KD.
The entire duration Lakers, it should be championship.
That's your opinion.
Other
bro.
than Golden State.
That's your opinion.
Other than Golden State.
I like your opinion.
That's a fair opinion.
I like your opinion.
That's it.
That's a good
you're
opinion.
Stacked. You're huge.
I don't have a problem with anybody thinking that what they want to.
I've always said
Guy
this.
doesn't watch the NBA.
I've always said this. I think LeBron, if he wanted to, maybe not now because he's pushing 40. When he was from 25 to 35, if he wanted to score 100 points a game, he probably could.
Probably.
Who?
LeBron.
Oh, LeBron.
I mean, he had games
Like
where
he-
just
like
scored
the-
20 points straight, 25
Right.
straight to end the game.
Right.
Right. Like I like physically, he's so dominant.
Do you think he's going to win one more chip or no?
No.
I do.
LeBron?
Only for one reason only. You know he's going to play with his son, like you said.
Yeah,
right?
his son sucks though.
So whether
That's
his
going to
son,
be a PR stunt.
whether
Where did he go?
the team that the Lakers
USC.
is on either moves up or makes a trade to draft Bronny, or LeBron goes to the team that ends up drafting Bronny. That's gonna all the big stars are gonna be like, "Yo, let me just go hop on this train real quick." One last year, so when him coming into the league,
But it's not going to be
like
LA
that.
because I mean the kid. Look,
They don't have anybody on contract through after the season. The Lakers don't.
yeah, they do.
They have like two.
Well, like
players.
Hashimura and yeah.
They don't have it. AD.
No, yeah, those
LeBron.
guys are all.
They lost Dennis Schroeder. They don't.
But I think
they
he
got,
wants.
like,
I think he's going to force LA to draft his son.
I don't know if they'll be able to. I mean, if
They
you're
got to
if-
project to go in 16. I
right,
still
but
think.
But if you're the team that has 1, 2, 3, and he's available, why not just grab him? Because you know LeBron's going to come to your team in free agency,
That's a good point.
and then you boost the economy for your whole franchise.
And he'll go for no money.
And he'll go for no money.
Right.
That's why I don't know what the hell is going to happen when this dude comes into the draft.
Which is a cool thing to think
He's
about.
projected 16th overall. I don't think there's any way. And I don't think he's more talented than going that. I think he's probably less talented.
He's less
than that.
talented.
But he's
Just
gonna
to
go
get the ticket.
earlier.
They're going to hype him up though.
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, that totally makes sense. So it's just business.
But I rank it. My top 5 is Jordan, Kobe, Bird, LeBron. I'll just stop there. I don't even know. I don't even have a fifth. All right, let's get back to Curry.
Loomer's a big Curry fan.
Steph Curry's jumping up there quick.
You were. I was with you for top 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Could have said Magic. Could have said Kareem,
Magic, yeah.
Shaq.
I mean, even like Bill
Dude,
Russell
there's
or
people who have Tim Duncan in their top 5.
Kareem. A lot of people have Kareem.
They say Tim Duncan's the best power forward of all time.
Tim
He
Duncan.
is.
Tim Duncan was nasty.
He really is. But Curry is absolutely insane.
So Curry hits this hole in one, right?
Yeah.
You guys saw it.
Yeah, freaking awesome.
And then he absolutely runs around the hole like
I
like a maniac.
don't. All right, so that was like, it wasn't his first, but granted, he probably got one, playing the local links. This was it was his second.
Oh, when I saw that, I just assumed it had to be his first.
No, it was
now
the
that I know
second.
it's not. It's
Like
a little bit
I'm
more
just like
embarrassing.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking older and I just fucking am a curmudgeon a little bit. But like the way he reacted just annoyed the fuck out of me.
Hold on,
and then
what is a
I
curmudgeon?
Curmudgeon's just like like I'm stuck in my ways.
Stick in the mud?
Yeah, no, I'm stuck in my ways. Like
okay.
Like golf to me is golf. Like if I hit a hole in one, which I never have, I guarantee I would not do what he did. I would high five all you guys. We're fucking drinking beers. We're taking pictures, put it on Instagram. But I'm not flying like Mark Jackson down the fucking tarmac to fucking get to the ball.
It was pretty much like he had a game winner at the end of the game. And
that's exactly what he would do if he had
right. Compared to basketball, yes.
That's exactly what he would do.
But then you see what he did in the last day when he won the tournament. So he had an eagle putt to win it,
which was nasty.
Oh, dude, that was.
But he dropped the club and walked away, turned his back to the ball before it went in. Like
that's his.
Dude, I'd rather see Tiger staring it down than that bullshit.
Tiger will look at it sometimes when it drops.
Dude,
Tiger would never do it.
That video of the putt, the hat off,
that's
never.
I don't know if you know
that's not real.
Yeah, they sped it up.
All right,
he didn't really do that. No, he didn't. Really, that's an edited video because I thought the same.
I didn't know that.
But that's Curry's signature move is shoot the three and then turn.
Yeah, on a basketball court.
Right, but so he's giving that. Like, how many people do you think that aren't fans of golf just tuned in to watch him because they're a fan of Curry?
Great, so now they're all going to be doing it on a golf course now.
No, but there's how many basketball players? If you don't want to watch the basketball players don't play golf, then don't watch them.
But I like to watch golf.
So then you should like.
But I'm just saying it annoys me. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's bad. I was just annoyed. I was put off by it.
Was it cool that he turned and the
no,
ball dropped?
I thought that was disrespectful.
Ridiculous putt.
I think it wasn't that ridiculous. It was a 25-footer.
He had to shoot it on a 90-degree angle. It went
whatever.
Right,
he made a great putt. Do those in my sleep, boys. I do. You'll see. You'll see when we get out there, buddy.
Listen, if I have a 2-inch putt, I'm gonna hit it and walk turn around before it goes in.
Boys, Great River Screens are looking good.
Oh yeah, I'm going there tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
What time's your tea time?
11:30.
You're gonna match up with this guy.
You playing?
No, I'm not.
It's like prime time.
He asked what time your tea's on. Like he was also.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Dude. Or maybe Campy. I don't know. Campy just texted me the other day. I'm like, yeah, I'll play. Whatever. I'm in. Yeah. So it just put me off. I don't know. And that's the way he is in the basketball court. Which he's like, when we played them in the finals, the Celtics 2 years ago. I texted my best friend and I'm like, yo,
can't stand this.
You like Curry, don't you? He's like, yeah. I go, you won't after this series. And every night he's like, I fucking hate him.
You gotta respect the guy.
No, he's fucking amazing. Nasty. He's the best shooter I've ever seen.
He is,
and I'm a Larry Bird guy.
Red beyond the arc.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
he can shoot from anywhere. Anywhere. He shoots from the stands. He shoots from the rafters. He actually at that tournament, the golf tournament, somebody hit him a basketball, and there was like this hoop just in the parking lot.
Yeah.
It was probably like a 50-footer. He just drained it.
I also wouldn't call him cocky. I think he's just having fun all the time.
No, he's cocky.
He's
got a movie coming out called
I'm cocky.
Just the opposite. Underrated.
Yeah, I think that's...
Yeah, it's like a documentary about him coming out of Davidson and all that.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Well, because after his first year at Davidson, Duke tried to recruit him. He's like, they didn't want me then, I don't want them now, and he stayed at Davidson.
Right.
So that's probably going to be like the premise of his...
Straight.
No, it's fire. I'm a Duke fan. I wish you went to Duke.
Who's your favorite rapper of all time?
My favorite rapper of all time? Dude, I'm a Tupac guy. I really like Tupac a lot. But
I had a feeling. That's why I brought this topic up. Did you see what happened?
What happened with Tupac?
They found...
the cops invaded that house.
They had a warrant for a house.
LA, right?
No, in Vegas.
Oh, Vegas.
In Henderson, Nevada.
Dude, I don't know. I didn't read the thing, but I saw it, and I think I bookmarked it.
They gave no details yet, but...
Why are they even doing this now? Like, isn't there a statute?
Because Tupac is bigger now than he was back then.
Bro.
It's fucking crazy.
What is his most played on Spotify? Should we get
go ahead. Do a little research. Yeah.
No, I know, but what I'm saying...
California?
You gotta start making
changes.
changes.
What is his overall played...
how many?
All time? Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, I still think he's alive, but that's just me.
I
don't know.
We got 2 alives, 1 dead.
2 alives, 1 dead. His most played song is "Hit 'Em Up."
Right?
Oh wait, no. It's "Ambitions as a Rider." 638,790,000.
No billion. No.
This is just just on Spotify. So
right.
all
Apple Music, Amazon.
I think Spotify's the staple.
Yeah, I mean it is as far as like.
But that's just their own stats.
A lot of people use Apple Music because apparently the sound is actually better on Apple Music. Don't quote me on that, but
it's louder.
They have like.
So
you can
I've had
customize
people tell me
sounds.
my podcast sounds better on Spotify than it does
You
Apple
can
too,
also
though.
do
Yeah,
the same on Spotify as well.
Yeah.
Spotify has
They have
a
like
built-in
the
condenser.
equalizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Pandora's probably got. I mean, they're not. I know they're not as big as, but Pandora's around before Spotify was around. So
Definitely was. Yeah.
So they probably.
Pandora is trash.
Dude, but so that they didn't like release anything that they.
No, the cops are like, no, we had a warrant for. I don't know. They went into some house and they had a warrant to get in there and raid it and.
He's definitely not alive anymore. You don't make as much music as this guy did, talking about like literally killing people.
He still has new music coming out. What are you talking about?
So does other dead rappers, dude. Juice WRLD, one of my favorites.
But are they dead? Are they dead?
Some of them gotta be dead.
Some of them probably.
And dude, Juice WRLD's one of my favorites. This dude made an album about like a bunch of stuff and named the song names. The first letter of each one spells out "I am alive." And on that album, he talked about how he wants to fake his own death and just get out of like being a celebrity.
Which isn't kind of like what Tupac, the Machiavelli, whatever.
Dude,
album?
I have done a lot of research on that. Too.
Yeah.
If I didn't think you were really like. I think you were just like casually saying, he's probably alive, like Paul Walker. I'll say Paul Walker's still alive. But if you actually
You think Paul Walker's still alive?
I do think there's no way a guy who's in the Fast and Furious movies died in a high speed car
Fast and
accident.
Furious.
There's no way.
You know what he was involved in, right?
I don't know. I just think
He was
it's
involved
way
in
too,
exposing child sex trafficking.
Oh, there you go. So he probably
So
is
he's
still
dead.
alive. Oh no, he's definitely dead. Yeah.
He's definitely dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah.
Him, Chris Cornell, and Chester
they're
Bennington.
not gonna let you. Get
All those
any
guys were
of
putting
these
out a
guys
movie and they all died.
All right,
That's crazy as fuck. R.I.P. who?
Chris Cornell.
I don't know. What
Yeah,
that is.
the lead singer of Soundgarden.
I don't know what that is.
Many bands.
Come
Also,
on, how old are you?
I'm 27, dude.
Oh, Jesus
Stop
Christ!
trying to
Audio
age me.
Slave,
Like,
Audio
leave me
Slave.
young. Leave me young.
Never heard Audio
Audio
Slave?
Slave.
No.
Come on.
I'm serious.
Coach Ice.
Coach Ice?
Coach Easy.
Coach Easy?
Yeah.
No.
You would know that song. You got it? Pick it up. Let me know how many downloads of that there
Right.
are.
First 10 seconds.
But yo, listen, some of the stuff on Tupac is like, dude, this guy is probably like really alive.
Yeah, that was it.
There we go.
This is one of my. This is their first song that came out. So he founded Soundgarden, which was from Seattle. Pearl Jam. You've heard of Pearl Jam, right?
Shout out Jimmy and Justin for the first one.
Never heard this.
You've never heard of Pearl Jam?
You got it. It's coming up.
You've never. Wait, well, hold on. Look at me. You've never heard of Pearl Jam. You're lying. You're
I'm not
lying.
lying.
Come on, Eddie Vedder.
No.
What now? What?
Oh, that one, yeah, from Rock Band. Rock Band.
He knows it from a fucking video game.
Yo, you know how many?
Oh.
You know how many Aerosmith songs I know just from playing Rock Band?
I do know a lot of.
Yeah, well,
'Cause
yeah, they had an Aerosmith version, right?
Aerosmith version of the
Right.
game, and I'm
I
like,
only
dude, these
know
songs
all-
are fire, but I never like have been pulled towards
Yeah,
that kind of music. I don't know anything about
What
that.
happened over here?
Go look at this little coaster dust.
Oh yeah.
I
Look at
never
that.
really got into like.
They found that in the White House the
Dude,
other
you know
day.
what kind of rock?
Which brings us to our next.
The next topic: whose cocaine was it?
I don't have no idea.
It's got to
I
be
saw
Hunter.
that. I mean, who the fuck is sending cocaine to the White House?
I don't think it
Yo,
was sent
what's
there.
wrong, Biden?
It wasn't sent there. It was they just found it there. Somebody was blowing lines.
Oh, I thought they like found it in the mail.
Imagine if that was Trump's.
I thought it was. Found
Imagine
in
if
the
Trump was
mail.
president. They found it. How big of a
If it was
story it would have
Trump's, It
been.
was probably fire.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was like some genetically engineered shit.
Oh yeah, it's probably
Yeah.
perfect.
Dude, I thought it was found in the mail. Am I wrong? They just found it somewhere in the.
I don't think it was mail, but
No, it came from.
I
It came from the sixth. They all stormed the White House. Somebody dropped a bag and spent their cents.
Oh no way! Dude,
it was the dude with the Viking hat.
Yeah, dude, that guy probably went home and he's like, "Fuck! I fucking left my shit."
It's been 6 months now. Where did I put that?
Yeah.
So that'd be back to Tupac though. That'd be pretty crazy if after all these years.
Dude, to just get some closure on some
Right.
of this stuff, you know, like it can't. And I get that the closure is like, oh, they're dead. That's supposed to be it. But sometimes you just have to look further into it, man. Like you never know.
Like I can't imagine there's not so much video surveillance. Even though this is a long time ago, but Vegas is all about video surveillance.
Yeah, they definitely are.
You know, and then obviously he was in the. Had to be somebody in the room.
on in there.
Like that fresh beard of mine. Now look at it. We all got nice
Fresh
beards.
beard. Look at
Look
that
at the
fresh
bearded boys
beard.
here, baby. Where was I? Oh, Tupac.
They
So
might find something. But
Like the- you know,
but is
like
it
you-
going to be like enough to make anything out of it?
probably not, because I mean the guy that
so
killed him
long.
could easily be dead right now. First of all, because they're all gangbangers. So who the fuck knows? But maybe they can trace it back to somebody that pulled the trigger.
Who's got here?
Yeah.
Agave lime.
Good luck with
tropical?
those.
If you want a quick review on the berry flavor,
Yep.
this is god awful.
Yep.
This is. It tastes like I'm trying to figure out what it's almost like
It's god awful. It's almost like a high noon.
Dude, come on.
it's like a mezcal.
They're so
good.
good.
Of that.
I love mezcal.
A little mezcal in there. Just kidding. I just smoked a cigarette and spit. I'm just kidding.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's tough, isn't it?
Dude.
It looks like a sexy can. Looks good. Let's go to the beach.
That ain't it.
I don't want to really call these
That
guys
ain't
out
it,
because they
man.
gave them to me for free. But
no, listen, it's
they're not all. They're
nothing against it.
not everything's for everybody.
We like the drift's better. We'll say that.
Yeah. I didn't want to say that, but you said it, so there it is.
Oh, whatever. But dude, I am a big mezcal fan, and I need to get mezcal back in my life pretty soon.
So there's mezcal in these.
I didn't know they had mezcal.
Two of them are mezcal: the watermelon and this elderberry for Viva.
Oh, shit.
Viva!
Dude, the only one I had what's the one that we have at Stone?
Huckleberry.
Huckleberry.
Yeah.
I had one of those at my boy's house 2 weeks ago, but I never had it. And this is the one that won the awards, right? The elderberry.
This is the one that won number one in the world. Yeah.
That one has mezcal in it.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try.
A little smokiness to it.
There's so many, dude, that you've had on, as far as people bringing their beverages on here.
Yeah.
That I'm just dude, I'm happy I just had that game up because I really wanted to try that.
Yeah.
With the hard hydration.
Hard hydration.
Hard hydration. That was
Guy
fire.
with Brian was very nice. Gave me some nice samples.
I wish I was a fan of spicy foods and tequilas because I would like to try that ghost tequila, but I just can't, dude. It's just way too hot for me. I just can't do it.
So I tell you what, after the show,
spicy tequila,
I'm gonna chill one up. I'm gonna chill a little up for you.
No. There's a
ghost tequila.
Actually,
Yeah.
I was literally just looking at that.
So this one's different because I don't like Tanteo, and I'm not a big spice guy when it comes to tequila either.
Yeah.
But this one is basically you taste tequila, and then you just taste straight. I would say medium heat.
Okay.
It's not it doesn't taste like jalapenos. It doesn't taste like ghost peppers.
That's kind of what he.
It's just
gave
heat.
his description.
Yeah. But he's kind of. It's right. He's right. It was. It's not that bad. We were going to talk a little about AI, and I didn't really know which direction to go with it, but I read an article last night that the country of India, who is big on coding, big country, millions and billions of people. That within 2 years, AI will completely take over that industry, and there will be no workforce for that. And some experts are saying 5 years it'll be worldwide. There'll be no more people coding anymore.
Yeah,
that's a lot of people. It's a lot of jobs.
Job and make much fewer mistakes, if any at all.
Right.
You have the number 10. I think it's the number 10 most downloaded app right now. It's called Chat
GPT.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have it?
I don't have the app, but I've been on it before.
Availability, if you go on it whatever time, you can't even get on there.
I mean, I was just messing. I downloaded it today because I figured.
What
AI for
so what version are they on? Because I know that they have different versions.
This is 3.5, and you could pay for 4.0.
Yeah. So
this is the free version, right? And you have you could just say
anything you want.
How do I tell my boss I'm calling out?
You need AI for that? You haven't figured that out?
It's literally, informing your boss that you need to call out, be direct, honest, and professional. You can do this by sending them an email or calling them, stating you won't be able to come to work, providing a brief reason for your absence, such as being sick or having a personal emergency. It's important to notify the boss as possible to allow them to make necessary adjustments.
Well, a friend of mine, to take it a step further, made an entire business plan using AI, and as far as had to come up with a new strategy for a new department that they were starting at this company, and he got some bones of a structure of a plan and gave it to AI. I was explain each bullet point, and it was just for each one, and then he pretty much just copied and pasted it right into the business plan that he used for the whole new department.
My thing with that app, is it just Google on steroids, and in a year you're going to type in what you just typed in, and then something's going to come to the top, and it's going to be an ad you see you Google something now, it's just so annoying. The first 4 or 5 things are ads, and it's no, I just want to know an answer to something. So this is great. I've never really I tried doing. I asked it. I
don't know.
I asked it for questions to ask on a podcast about whatever podcast I was doing that week. And it didn't really work. And maybe I asked the wrong question. I don't know. And then I just got frustrated.
It doesn't do specific information or anything that's proper. So if you're talking names, you're talking businesses, anything in that regard. At least this app doesn't. However, I did come across another video today that was about, we said India, right?
Yeah.
So this kid is also from India, or he's an MIT graduate student, whatever. He's got a device that literally hooks to like the back of your head and whatever, and it's totally just reading his brain vibrations and wavelengths of what he's thinking, and it is coming out with what he's whether it's
Get the fuck out of
whether
here,
it's bullshit or real, I don't
Really?
know. But I mean, he's getting interviewed, and he's got this crazy contraption. Looks like he's got like a headpiece for braces, and he's like this totally down to earth kid, and it just literally.
That's crazy.
He's like, let's order a pizza.
What kind of toppings
Not that doing a phone video on a podcast works. But
No, but actually, I could kind of see it a little bit through the video.
The audio,
Can I do
Yeah.
pepperoni? Let's try.
Pepperoni
he's
pizza.
just thinking now. That's all he's doing.
Get out of here. And he's like,
All he did was think that, and it came up on the screen.
Yeah, this was a 60 Minutes episode. Like,
Oh my
two
god,
weeks
dude!
ago.
You know
Wait,
what?
how did that happen?
We're here and
So just
He's
saying.
got
I mean,
something like plugged into him. He's got something like plugged into
Oh,
him.
Apparently,
God.
it's some brain vibration wave.
Well, the one thing that I've seen that's actually really helpful is the people who have like prosthetic legs or arms that are able to hook shit up to like their brain and,
or they
and
can't talk at all.
they can't
and
do
can think
anything.
it
Or the
does
people
it
who
or
can't
something.
hear too. Like that
Right.
shit is used in all that. It's used as like what's in what your mind is trying to do to move your fucking fake
Like,
arm.
so I was just with my friend Tommy Anderson, who's
Bro, is that insane or
Yeah.
what?
No, I hear you.
so I was with my friend Tommy. It was his 60th birthday. He's blind since birth, and he was in town for the weekend. And we went out Monday, but I drove him cross country, me and Campy, a few years back when he was moving out to California. And the whole time he's using the phone, like for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Tommy, you're pushing 60. What was it like being a kid? He goes, these things have revolutionized shit for blind people. Like, I can map out my walks. I still use a cane to make sure there's not something in front of me.
Yeah.
But it'll, tells me, all right, take a left, take a right, do this, do that.
Crazy, man.
And just like, he can obviously speak to text. He can communicate that way. So I can't imagine what AI might do for the disability community.
I think that the AI is gonna like the one he just did, the ChatGPT, is a lot more like a utility than like a Google would be because
Right.
you can
like ChatGPT
you can go back and
it's not
forth
Terminator.
with it.
It's not taking over the world.
No, but you can go back and forth with it in a way that you can't really on Google. It will just like suggest the next question or something on Google, but that is like you can like actually go back and forth and get somewhere.
It also, if you stump it, it says that the last time the data was updated was 2021. So if you say like
That's on your version. The newer versions are you have to like create an account and like they have limited availability.
But if I say like I would the Yankees record or something along those lines, it's like, well, unfortunately, I can't do that. One, it's a proper thing, and two, our data only goes back to 20.
Oh,
sure,
word.
which I'm sure that's the case. But
Right.
Yeah, because they want you have to pay for the new one.
If you wanted to know, they're in last place. Just
Or-
no, I just
they
thought.
would-
I mean, we're staying
they would
current,
be-
right?
they
We're
would-
doing current
they would-
events
yeah,
today.
They would be first place and then the AL Central.
So every team in the every team in the AL East.
Did you
would
guys
be.
hear any of the? I think I played it for you, but the AI music, the AI.
Yeah, I heard someone.
Watch
I
this.
heard someone plugged in an Eminem. Make me an Eminem song.
Drake.
It
Drake
is,
stuff is
it
gas.
is indiscernible and it is so good.
Yeah.
And it's created not like somebody put a beat and then did AI voice. The entire thing is created from AI. The beat, the lyrics,
Yeah.
the voices that they use, and they like, what is it, Grammys or whatever awards musicians win. They're like, yeah, any AI generated music is not a contention for the award. And it's like, did we really have to say that? Like that should
Right.
be obvious. Why does that distinction have to be made? And eventually, everything's going to be having to be like, well, all right, we're not accepting AI customers here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to get so crazy that you won't be able to tell the difference.
I mean, we were dealing with deep fakes the last couple of years.
Oh, bro,
those were like
good.
but those were so good, but you could still kind of
Yeah,
like,
you could
all right, let me
slightly
really
tell.
watch it.
They had
Okay,
those
that's not Biden telling us
little
we got to go to
flags.
war. But now it's like, oh my God, like what
Yeah.
are we?
And that's why the
where are we gonna
music
be
is
at
so
in 5
crazy.
years?
Like, they have The Weeknd up there, like, singing a chorus, and it's like, you can't even... If you didn't know, you would
Right.
literally think that was him.
Right.
And even after a look, when you do know, you can't really tell.
Remember when they brought out the hologram Tupac? Back to Tupac?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that? You
Yeah,
were probably fucking 6. But
yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I
Who
think
brought
they
him
did that
out?
with-
Was
they
it
did that with Michael
That
Jackson
was
too?
not that
They
long
did
ago.
that with Michael
No?
Jackson too at some award
Yeah.
ceremony a
Yeah.
couple years ago, which is pretty cool.
was it Jay-Z? I think it was Jay-Z that did it for Tupac.
This
Yeah, but that wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it was every bit of 12, 15 years ago.
God damn. No, I definitely we're talking about different
that
occurrences.
Same. I mean, even if.
But yeah, what's
It was
all
probably a Michael Jackson one. It was
Yeah.
like his, I want to say 5th anniversary of his death or something, and somebody did something.
Let me chat GPT it.
But yeah, Yankees.
That's a good point.
Bunch
Yankees
of
suck.
my boys are going to the Yard-Goats game tonight for my friend's birthday.
So they're looking to. Oh, I ain't getting any fucking service right now.
Dunkin' Donuts Park in Hartford.
No, they're. I heard they're the front runner for their Shohei.
The
trade
Yankees
for him.
are?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. My
As he's pounding them into the dirt right now, out in fucking
my boy
Los
is a Rays
Angeles.
fan, and he was like, "Can we stop with the Shohei Ohtani rumors to the Yankees?" I
Right.
literally like stop my fandom right now if that
Shout out to
happens.
that killer.
Yeah, that is killer. That's him. But dude, I mean, if the Yankees should just they always go after the biggest guys. Like Giancarlo Stanton, they grab him.
Right.
They retain Aaron Judge, they get him.
It was Snoop Dogg
It's
2012.
only now that they suck
So
because they
11
haven't been doing it for
Dog
so long.
2012.
Yeah.
All
They
right.
haven't been going after the top guys for a long time. I stopped watching baseball after they won it in 2009 because I was a Yankees fan.
Yeah.
And then they won it, and I was like, we'll never get a team like this again. Fucking Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, Mark Teixeira, Jorge Posada.
You were 13.
Andy
You
Pettit.
gave up on a team you were 13.
Yeah. I was. Yeah. Well, dude, that's
Dude, when I was 13, I
that's
still
around
waited
the
another
time-
30 years to win a
That's
championship.
around the time I
that
stopped
long.
playing baseball too, though, because I love playing.
Oh, you were a
baseball.
ball player?
I was really good at baseball, but not so good at the hitting part. I was really good at fielding. I was a good pitcher, shortstop, second baseman, center fielder, catcher. That's really all that I played.
It's a lot of positions.
Well, mainly just pitcher and center field.
Yeah.
But I was dog shit at hitting. I was always scared that I was going to get hit. I couldn't stay in the box. I would I would pop up or go foul every time or just strike out. But that's when I stopped playing baseball, and I was
That
like,
was a big bunter.
this team is really good. Didn't they have Brett Gardner, Nick Swisher?
Yeah.
These guys were like really Robinson Cano? Robbie, come on. That was my boy. And then I'm like, this team.
Then he
This-
signed
this-
with Seattle, and he'd never heard of him until
You
he came
never
to the
heard of
Mets.
him again.
He's
Yeah.
about to
like-
mute everybody. It's like, I'm done with this.
Who?
I said Jer. So he's about to mute everybody.
No. This is
Why?
like, I could talk baseball all fucking day.
I know we're talking Yankees versus Red Sox here.
Yeah.
I'm not even, like I said, I don't even watch baseball anymore. But
Dude, I have nobody on my team, and we're fucking better than you guys.
Yeah, I have heard that the Yankees are dog shit right now, which wouldn't surprise me if they're going after Shohei.
Well, they're in last place, but like he said, last place is first place in the Central. I mean, everyone's above 500.
Don't they have Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout, though? Who's like
Trout's hurt
also
right
the
now.
other-
But they've had him for 5
all-
years, and they haven't made the playoffs
He's
yet.
like the agreed upon best player in the MLB, though.
True.
And they
True
just
statement.
haven't done anything with him.
Baseball's
Haven't
funny.
succeeded with
Baseball's
him
that
either.
one sport where
Your
I
guy
mean,
could just never get an at-bat.
like Ted Williams, like one of the greatest players in the history of baseball, doesn't have a ring. You know, like you can't
Yeah.
count rings in baseball. Like when you get him, you can, but if you don't, like it doesn't really mean anything. Shohei's probably going to go down as the best player ever, maybe even better than Babe Ruth.
It's
And
crazy to see what he's doing. It's nuts.
he hit like this. He smacked a triple down the line yesterday, just down the
I saw
line.
bat flip home run.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was nice.
That was pretty sick.
That was nice.
To see a pitcher do that is just crazy.
I would love if they bring back the pitcher being in like a batter again.
No,
Like,
hell no.
actually,
That was
so.
if they do it, they have to do it for both the NL
No,
and the AL.
no, but I'm saying just
The
just
fact
if
that it
there's
was for
value,
one of
there's
them.
value in the pitcher batting.
Definitely, but
mean,
they
that's-
can't
that
just
would-
be one.
Yeah,
the
what's his
NL
name too on
versus
top of
AL.
Ohtani? It was the other dude. I forget his name, but I don't even know what team he plays for. Someone just tell me about him.
Who?
He doesn't
That
know.
does both.
Yeah, he's like also a sick hitter as well as pitches.
Well, Madison Bumgarner for the 49ers, the Giants, was hit a lot of home runs one year, but yeah, like, he only batted when he had to.
Something I'm
though.
saying is like we got an upcoming guy. It's gonna be like a Ohtani.
Shohei type.
Yeah, Ohtani type.
Because they figure out when you're young, like, what are you good at? You know, and then once you start pitching, that's it. You kind of just stay there.
Yeah.
You don't get the reps in behind the plate.
But then you're like, dude, am
It's
I
like
going to
there's
go to the
such-
AL or the NL? Like,
Yeah,
where am I going
there's
to go?
such-
Because
there's
one of them you
natural
have to
hitters.
hit, and the other one you don't. So if they're going to bring it back, because there is value in having the pitcher hit, it's like accountability for
Yeah,
the
why,
pitcher.
why wouldn't Ohtani?
It
just go
has
the
to
NL?
be for both leagues.
Well, it
has
is
to be
now.
for the NL and the AL.
It is now.
I know that, but I'm saying he's saying if they bring it back where the pitcher's
Oh,
in the
no.
lineup.
I think
I don't
it creates
think
more
it's good.
jobs.
Well, dude, have a DH.
Yeah.
Have a DH. There you go. For
That's-
both.
they
then
do.
I know, but the pitcher still has the option to hit if they want.
Yeah, but
If
Yeah, like his resting days, he's now the DH.
yeah, he
Is he
doesn't
actually?
really play the field anymore. He DH'd the other night.
Ohtani will DH when he's not pitching.
Right.
Like, he'll- on
oh
his
my
rest
god,
days.
that is so crazy.
That's,
dude.
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Oh, he's an everyday
That's
player.
how
So
he is.
sick.
Yeah.
I'm saying if you bring a sick hitter and pitcher, then
Yeah.
while he's resting, he's literally smacking home runs for us.
That's fire,
Yeah.
dude. I didn't even know that was going on.
Yeah.
And if he goes to Yankee Stadium with a fucking
DH.
yeah, goes to Yankee Stadium with right
when
field.
I'm not
Forget
pitching, I'm smacking him out of here.
right.
And when I am pitching, I'm smacking him out of here. That's crazy as fuck.
All right, since we're almost at football season, we'll finish on this. What are your teams?
Giants, baby.
Giants?
Come on. We ain't going nowhere.
Oh, we got Giants, Jets, Pats in the fucking house. All right, we're going to start.
Jets.
You said Jets, right?
No, he said Giants.
Oh, I thought he went Jets. I want to
to
blow Aaron Rodgers right now, Jets.
That's always a funny listen.
Yeah. So you got 2 Giants fans. You missed out on Barkley.
Everyone missed out on everybody.
Yeah, so the whole running back thing to me is like
kickers are getting paid more than running backs.
No, that's not true. Some are probably like the kid in Baltimore.
The average salary cap for
all starting running backs versus all starting kickers, the kicker is $2.3 million versus the running back being like 1 point.
Yeah, but there's only one kicker per team, and like a lot of teams have fucking 4 or 5 running backs on them, where 3 of them don't make dick. So it's a kind of a skewed number.
That's not what I was gonna say because no one's franchise tagging kickers.
We did.
You guys franchise tag?
Yeah, Goskowski we did. No, I'm saying we've done it before.
All right, but what I was going to say was that since 2018, the average of the franchise tag for every position, quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, has gone up by a minimum 25%. The only one that has not gone up is the running backs, and it actually has gone down. The running backs' average pay for a franchise tag has gone down since 2019, while the rest of them go up. And I think they got screwed by the players' union for just thinking that people were going to pay running backs, even though you can find them everywhere.
Well, that's
so they should have put something in place, as far as logistics, to make sure that the franchise tags don't become an enemy of it would be all right, you get a franchise tag, that's not the worst thing in the world. You're getting the average pay of the top 5 people at your position, but it's terrible now. It's a low paying position. Because they're everywhere.
They are.
You put a guy behind a good offensive line,
they're going to run. They just run. They're all skilled.
And when they come right out of college is the time that they're the most valuable and they don't get anything back. So, dude, Barkley deserved it. If any of them, it's him and Josh Jacobs are just like, dude, if you're
Barkley has, Jacobs at least plays every day. Barkley, he had a good season last year, but he's stolen money from the Giants.
He was still on his rookie deal. It was stealing money because he wasn't playing, but it wasn't bags of cash.
And the reason why we
overpaid Daniel Jones by $10 million a year.
Well, that was your biggest mistake.
Yeah, if we'd saved a little bit of all that,
should have franchised him. Figured out.
Bro, who's more
Barkley's contract?
Who's more likely to not perform next year, Daniel Jones or Saquon? I think Daniel Jones has.
Well, Daniel Jones doesn't have Saquon. Forget about it. He's done.
So that's why you're right. They should have tagged Daniel Jones.
Given his $28 million for 1 year.
Then they could have given Barkley whatever he wanted. Not whatever he wanted.
Yeah, give 4 years, $40 million. Give him $10 million a year. Yeah, whatever.
$15 million. Who cares?
Yeah, give him a bunch guaranteed up front.
You know what? I don't understand.
But they're not drafting running backs high anymore. So like Bijan Robinson, I think was the highest draft. The kid from LSU or wherever he's from.
Yeah, he's on Atlanta.
So he was the highest running back this year. So the way the union structured the contracts, he's one of the highest paid running backs because he was drafted that high.
Yeah.
Where a lot of I know firsthand from the Patriots, we don't draft a running back till the 4th round because we don't have to fucking pay him, and then we get rid of him in 3 years. We got rid of Damian Harris, he's gone.
The money that
now Ramondre Stevenson's up, and then he'll be gone after this year, playing somewhere for $1 million a year. But it's all cyclical. It'll come back around.
I think it will too, because you're right. It is all cyclical. Sometimes they're like, defense wins championships. I'm like, no, it's offense. No, it's still defense.
Yeah, there was a stat today that said, about the running backs that the quarterback 10 years ago was 11% scored rushing TDs. And now it's 25% of rushing TDs per team. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So they're doing a lot of the load work that the running backs aren't.
You got the guys out there like Justin Fields, Lamar Jackson, who are just torching everybody up the field. It's crazy. Those dudes are literally flying by, guys.
Yeah.
No one even cares who the running back is on the Bears. It doesn't matter. It's
they've never had one.
we're game planning to stop Justin Fields running.
Right.
So we don't even care who the running back is. But one thing I don't get when it comes to Saquon, give this guy a signing bonus. Right. What's wrong with just a signing bonus? And it's because that comes right out of the pockets of the owner of the team. That's directly from them. And I guess from what I've heard and read, the Maras are not super loaded. Like the guy from the Jags, Khan.
Oh, Khan owns a lot of shit.
And even Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
But
all these franchises are worth $4 billion
that's
minimum.
My point, dude.
Right.
Jerry Jones gave Dak Prescott a $66 million signing bonus.
Yeah.
You can't give Saquon a $12 million signing bonus? Just to give him some cash in the pocket and sign a lesser deal?
Right, it doesn't even vibrate.
And that doesn't have to factor in his contract at all. It's literally a signing bonus. It's an extra check.
Yep.
And we couldn't do that to keep this guy who we drafted at 2 overall and has said he wants to be a Giant for life many, many times and is a great leader for us.
I think he's
saying,
awesome.
though?
I think he's super skilled. Again, it's football. You always got to worry about injuries. But I agree 100%. I would have done it the complete opposite.
Who are we going to get?
Franchise Jones. What has Jones proven to you? So this was Jones' best season last year.
When he doesn't turn the ball over, he proved that we were a playoff team.
This is his best season last year, and it happened to coincide with a fully healthy Saquon Barkley all year.
Yeah, but he was able to protect the ball, dude. It didn't matter if Saquon was out there or not. He always fumbled the ball. He always fumbled the ball.
He doesn't throw many touchdowns either.
He doesn't have to. We were a run-heavy offense.
He's
running. We were a run-heavy offense, so why not sign our premier running back?
Whoa, gentlemen.
All right, you know what?
You get a little fired up over these Giants are going to finish 3rd place ahead of the fucking Redskins. Yes, they're still the Redskins. I can't get it. Just like the Chargers are still in San Diego.
Redskins.
Dude, I have a friend who's a Raiders fan, and he says that this year he is officially giving up being a Raiders fan. So imagine,
I got a couple guys. They're the same way.
You got a head coach who's a Patriot. Now Tom Brady's in the ownership of your team. Like, it's just terrible news.
And you got a Patriots who's the quarterback.
Jimmy G.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, dude. This is like everything you hate about the entire history of your team.
I love that Brady owns
is
part
now
of that team.
dude, it's like I literally own you guys.
Literally Raiders to the Super Bowl.
Well, they should.
Nothing would surprise me more in the NFL. Nothing would surprise me more. I mean, less, I should say. Like, nothing surprises me in the NFL.
A winner. Just wins
he's another one. He can't stay healthy, though.
But let's hear your takes on the Pats, dude. We kind of over Giants talk.
I'm still kind of up in the air. I would have liked to seen us get Hopkins, but for whatever reason, you want to go to Tennessee and have fucking...
They said that he visited you guys.
He did.
And
second.
What happened with that?
He wanted to wait, and then I think they just strictly offered more money, which is probably the case. We don't offer anything to anybody, and that's what's come to haunt us since Tom Brady left, though. Yeah, but we don't have the quarterback. I mean, I think we could win 10 games and squeak into the playoffs. More realistically, we're probably an 8 or 9 win team.
Probably. I mean, everybody's right around.
But I mean, the AFC East is stacked. The Jets have a tough start. If they, Rodgers could check out if they're 2-4. Who knows?
Dude, that's true. That's true.
I think Buffalo's taking a step back. I just don't trust Miami. So I know our defense is pretty stacked.
AFC East is definitely
oh my God, it's a quarterback fucking league.
You just have no idea what.
Do you have any preference as far as Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi? Is that even a thought in your mind?
No.
It's not?
No.
You don't have any faith in Bailey Zappi at all that he would.
I don't know, maybe, but no. I think Mac had a great rookie year, and then we threw him a defensive coordinator last year.
Yeah,
to run the offense.
That's
on Bill Belichick to me, man.
Yeah, our defensive coordinator.
So now think about it.
So insane.
We won 8 games last year. We could have easily won that Raider game, which was that crazy ending. And we could have easily won the Cincinnati. We had the ball in our hands against Cincinnati.
So bad.
We had the ball in our hands against Cincinnati at the 4-yard line, touchdown to win the game, and Stevenson fumbled. So you take those 2 away. I know it's football, so you're always gonna have games like that.
Yeah.
But that's 10 wins. We're in the playoffs with no OC, no fucking offensive coordinator. So now we got one, and he's already worked with Mac Jones a little bit in Alabama. I think he runs the right offense that we need. Maybe I'm being too hopeful, but I think we're going to sneak up on some teams offensively, and our defense is always solid. We're not going to give up 35 points a game unless it's against Kansas City.
I don't really think that Buffalo's taking a step back this year, though.
No. They can't. Diggs is pissed off.
Yeah,
their defense.
Went down. Yeah, he's pissed off because he's like, damn, we lost.
Like, we're literally gonna play.
He's not like, our quarterback sucks.
Dude gets 150 targets a year and he's not fucking happy.
Yeah, but that's
see you later.
He's just a competitor.
What a diva.
He just wants to push for more.
He's turning into a
wins,
fucking loser.
I don't think he's.
Josh Allen's gonna get hurt eventually unless he changes his ways.
He's a big boy.
He is, but you can't keep taking hits like that.
I know.
He's not. I mean, what is he? Probably 20. He's probably your age, right? 27, 28.
Who's this, Josh Allen? Yeah.
How are you feeling if you take a couple blows across the...
I'm probably going to need... a lot less things that hit from a linebacker will put me in a wheelchair. I always say, dude, if I'm a little hungover on a day, like, somebody get me a wheelchair, please. I can't even move. So if I was to get hit by a linebacker every time when I'm running,
that was me yesterday morning. Oof.
So bad sometimes, man. I don't know how I do it to
It's
myself.
like, well, that's why I always say that. I'm like, why?
Yo,
why?
like me and my friend.
Then by like 6 p.m., I'm like, all right, I'm ready to crack one.
Me and my friend. Oh yeah, what the hell?
Just in time for bed.
Yeah.
Why am I like
That's
this?
Why
am I like this?
Never ending
A
cycle.
whole bottle of Casamigos between me and my friend the other day after I had my pool match to go back to my house to chill. We stopped and grabbed a bottle of Casamigos. Not the huge one, but the regular size, and just gone.
Yep.
And I'm like, dude, why do I do this to myself? Crazy.
Because it's fun.
It is fun to do. But then the next day, I like actually need help.
Yeah.
I need a wheelchair.
all day. Then
a
by
bunch
the
of
time you're ready for
Gatorades.
bed, you're ready to go again.
Yeah, that's true.
We went out with Tommy Monday night. It was his last night in town. Went to Flipside. It was like 13 of us. Then we went to Archie's. And Nicole wanted to leave.
And you wanted
So-
to stay.
I said, you know what? I got keys to the house. I'll get a ride home. Wake up yesterday morning. Why the fuck did I just go home?
Yeah.
You know, like I wanted to hang out with Tommy and everyone was there. When I had a good time, I was just getting into my
the fear of
groove.
missing out, dude. That's what
Yeah,
happens.
FOMO,
Right,
man.
all the
That's
time.
literally what it is. It's not even about getting after it or drinking more. It's just what could happen.
I've had so much
What could
self-control of not giving in to the fear of missing out and just like, no, like, I'm just going to stay home. And if people want to, or I'll go to, I'd rather go to, you know this, it's like, let's just get together at somebody's house than go out. And so if something's going on that's like out, I'm like, I'm going to miss it, but like, I'm going to miss it. Whatever.
Right.
I'm not gonna,
Yeah.
it's not the end of
It
the
is
world.
what it is.
There's always going to be another time.
He taught us.
Like, had I went home, I would have missed Ryan P. almost fighting fucking, I don't know if you know who McCabe is.
No, I don't.
He's fucking tool bag around town.
Good for him.
And this is how the story went. I'll finish on this. I believe Ryan offered him a shot. Like, he was getting around of shots and said, hey, you want a shot? And I think the kid like pulled out a wad of hundreds and said, I don't need your fucking charity or something.
Sick flex.
Right? And Ryan's like,
hate that.
and then it just gnawed at Ryan. Like, I was just being a nice guy. Like, I didn't want to exclude you. And now you're going to try to fucking flex. I got wads of hundreds all the time. I don't fucking pull them out of my pocket. I don't want to get mugged.
Facts.
And then so he's all fired up, and I'm like pushing him
Those
away.
people, man, people who do that, it's like, who are you trying to impress?
Then the fucking kid came
no
up
one's
to me.
impressed by that.
I had my head down on my phone. He came up to me and wanted to shake his hand goodbye. I didn't know who it was, and I like looked up and shook his hand. I'm like, I just shook this fucking dude's hand.
Yeah. Now, right,
And then Ryan got more mad, got in his face again. All right, 2 Chainz, Loomer. Boys, I'm glad we got to get you guys both in studio at the same time.
Yeah,
Always a
absolutely.
pleasure.
Absolutely.
He's definitely more of a talker than you, though.
Oh yeah, I think I said 7 words.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, we got you. We
I
got
do have
Chat
a couple,
GPT.
A couple of quick things.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
So I do have going to see Oppenheimer tomorrow night.
Yep.
High hopes for that. Love my boy Christopher.
Nolan's never disappoints.
Never disappoints ever. And even though in the movie we kind of know the conclusion,
Yeah.
I'm still expecting a lot of
twists and turns.
Definitely. At least I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Sunday we're going to Post Malone.
I
Post
heard.
We're going to
Big
see
day,
Post
big day.
at Hartford, and
Yeah.
it's going to be great. I've been getting real jazzed up listening to a lot of new Post recently.
Yeah, he just had dropped a new album, right? Or
I don't
yesterday.
think it came out yet. Or
Or-
maybe I think 5 p.m. today.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So
I only know this because Nicole listens to him all the time. We saw him out in Nashville.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Nashville,
we were on the
that's
floor.
crazy.
We were like right there.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not. He's
How
not
long
like
ago?
October.
Oh, so recently.
Yeah. Last fall.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because early on he was like a lot of hip hop, and now he's like just a more of easy listening and
He's
regular
so
music.
like I've never really been to a show like I've never been to rap concerts or anything, but like where it's just a guy on stage.
I wouldn't say you
Just
call it
do-
a rap concert.
No.
Yeah.
It's tough to say.
No, what I mean is like someone that there's no band behind him.
Yeah.
It's not. I go to
Right.
rock.
He's just
I go to rock shows.
just
That's
a
you know.
musician.
Yeah, I go to bands that you've never heard of. You know.
Yeah.
And you probably go to shit I've never heard of.
I'm not really a big concert goer. That's why this is a big deal for me. I've
Are you
only
guys
been to
on the
2 in my
lawn
life.
though?
I've only been
Lawn.
to 2 concerts
Lawn.
all day.
Just
Yeah, one on the lawn.
Is it supposed to rain?
No.
No. I heard it was supposed to be beautiful
Yeah,
this weekend.
so should be good.
Nice. Well, that'll be fun. I'm going to see Jelly Roll. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-convict.
He's in Bridgeport.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ex-convict.
He's a country rock.
artist, tattoos all
Country
over
rock.
his face.
Big fat guy. Weighs like 500
looks like a
pounds.
jelly roll. If you were to look
Yeah.
at him, you'd be like, I got you.
Yeah.
Now
That's
I get why he has that name.
it's not like an oxymoron. It's not like Jumbo Shrimp. No, this dude is like
I think it was his real nickname.
probably yeah. He's fucking talented though. I mean, it's not really my thing, but they actually play his music on Octane, which is what I listen to, and I'm like, it's kind of how I discovered him myself. I'm like, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah,
And he did a documentary on Hulu that I watched, which was better.
Totally crushing it.
Yeah, so
Absolute last thing.
Yeah, this absolute last.
Break wall. West Haven.
Shout out to
Oh,
Break
that's
Wall.
right. The
friend-
old
Brendan Snow.
Well, the old previously
And the
Seven Rock
family.
Roasting Company.
previously Dunkin' Donuts.
For a brief period of time, Beef and Brew Pub, but now when its like actual future is Break Wall.
Oh, so
not
is that where you
Break
DJ'd at?
That's right.
Beef and
DJ
Brew.
in the colder months.
Yes.
Of the year. Yep.
So now it's Break Wall. Is it still Snow?
Right.
He's still the
Brandon
owner?
now. Solely owns.
Oh, awesome.
The Snow family did a very nice job with everything. The marketing, the name, the sign, everything.
Yeah.
New menu, new everything.
You can go in there with confidence that this place is going to be like this is its character now for the
Right.
future. It's
Total different.
You don't have to worry about it all switching up all the time.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good.
Nice.
Shout out to the Break Wall.
Break Wall, baby. I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Very
All right,
good.
boys. Thanks so much.
Thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had a good time.
And maybe we'll revisit the Giants in the Super Bowl
Mid-season.
against the Patriots, and we'll finally get our revenge.
Clark's coming back.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you, Jared. Gronk's coming back. What
Gronk.
a stupid thing to say. Shot.
I gotta piss.
Go ahead.
Oh, come on. A little fucking hour and 15 minutes. Can't take it. Rogan does 3 hours up.